Hey guys, so I'm coming to you with my products I did not like in 2016. I'm not going to call this worst products of 2016 because some of these aren't necessarily the worst things in the world. It's just things I did not like. And to be honest, it's only 7 things, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are eyeshadow palettes. I don't have a lot of dislikes. When it comes to makeup, I usually find a way to make pretty much anything work. But these are products that I probably can make work, and I do probably make work in my collection, but them individually, I just didn't like them. So, it's going to be a very short video. The first one is a lip product, and these are the Wet n Wild Metallic Liquid Lipsticks. I wanted to love these so much, and for a while I kind of did, but I realized I was only loving them for what they were, not what they did. And, excuse me, there's 6 shades, and they came, I think they were limited edition. They're these metallic liquid lipsticks, but they're not matte, and they're very, very sticky and very, very... Some of the shades are pretty, but they just kind of sticky and goopy and just not what you want in a liquid lipstick. It just, they didn't do it. They kind of failed on that one. Although Wet n Wild just come up with some catsuit, what is it, matte liquid lipsticks that I heard are bomb. So I'm going to forgive them for that because they try, I guess they're redeeming themselves. The next product is this Revlon Color Stay Cream Eyeshadow. These were a recent purchase in the last month or two. And they're, I guess, Revlon's version of a Maybelline Color Tattoo, but they are not a Maybelline Color Tattoo by any means, honey. This is the shade 735. They're thin, they're thin, they're greasy, they crease like hell, and it's just, and they're $10. Color tattoos can be $5 at Walmart. Like, no, they're just not worth it. They come with this little brush, which makes the which the brush is pretty decent, but it makes the packaging bulkier. They don't fit in my Muji drawers. It's just, they're just not doing it for me. They just not. Save yourself some coins and gain some quality by buying a Maybelline Color Tattoo. Just Revlon just didn't work. The color selection isn't all that either. No. Alright, I know you guys are interested in my palettes that I just didn't like. 2 of these palettes I make work and I still use, but I just really don't like them. Alright, but the first one, this Too Faced White Chocolate Chip. I recently did a review on them. Did I do a review? In my Black Friday haul, like a mini review. I like the matte chocolate chip. This one came out like Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It was very cheaply done. I can tell it was very quickly done. Well, it appears to be quickly done. The shades, the pigmentation isn't there. They're very chalky. They're very light. It's just a very cheap palette, and it's just not Too Faced quality, and it's very cute. I'm not knocking any points for packaging. It's very cute, but no, it just didn't do it. It just did not do it. The next palette, I actually reviewed these a while ago. They came, it's like 4 of them. The other ones I don't mind too much, but this one's definitely the worst. It's the Morphe 12P, and I love Morphe palettes. Let's be clear, I love Morphe. It's always the first booth I go to when I go to IMAX. But this specific palette, because I reviewed this around the same time I reviewed the NYX Ultimate palettes, and they have like a bright one too. Blew this one out of the water. It's just not pigmented. It's not bright like you want it to be. Like, it's not, this pink's not bad, but like, they're just not, like, look at the yellow. That's like 2 or 3 swatches. You can barely see that yellow on my hand. The pink's not bad. Some aren't too bad, but not enough. Like, especially compared to the NYX Ultimate and just some other brighter palettes out there. They're just really, you can't build up the color for it to be expressed on your eyes the way it's expressed in the pan. And I think that's a flaw. Just, Alright, and the next one is a very, very recent purchase. Very recent. I actually did a tutorial with this, and I haven't even uploaded the tutorial yet. It will be up by the time I do this video, though. by the time you see this video. It is the BH Cosmetics Warm Stone palette. Now, they came out with a Cool Stone. I love the Cool Stone. This Warm Stone, the pigmentation is just not, it's not as good as the other, as the warm. I mean, as the cool, look at me, I'm tripping. It's not as good as the Cool Stone. It doesn't do well translated onto the eyes. You understand? Finger swatches is fine, but it just doesn't do well translated on the eyes. Like this shade here, this shade right here, I use that on my lid. It looks pretty pretty right there. It's not too bad, but it just doesn't translate well with the brush. I'm spitting everywhere. And I'm talking funny because I got my tongue pierced yesterday, and I will do a video on it. Bear with me. Alright. And the shades, again, really pretty, really complement each other, but I just didn't, it didn't wow me. And I wanted it to because of all these warm theme palettes coming out. This would be a really cheap alternative, but it's just not. They don't translate well. Alright, 2 more. I don't even know which one to do first. I'll do this one first because you guys already kind of know how I feel about this one. Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. Alright, this palette, the quality of it is fine. It's quality of the Urban Decay Basics, the other ones. I'm not too mad at the quality. They're, basic matte shadows. That is fine. I'm not, you know, the quality, but just the idea of this palette, I just didn't like. What am I trying to say? The Naked Basics 1 and 2 are very successful. I'm not a fan of those just by the color selection. I'm not mad at them though. Quality, if I need like to pull a matte brown or something, I'll get it from one of those palettes. But just the color selection is kind of boring, but I'm not mad at them. When they came out, I got the idea of them. After all the Naked palettes and going through different things, this Ultimate Basics, I just feel as though it was a kind of a miss. I feel as though they should have continued with the Naked Basics, like maybe making a not Naked Basics, the little basics, maybe a cool one or a warm one rather, maybe a little smokier one, maybe some other neutrals. Like I don't know, it's just this really is very boring, and it's just adding to the boring of those. Yeah, you get this warm shade here. But that's about it that I'm interested in, that a lot of people are interested in. It's $54. You know, the Naked palettes are $54, but I like the Naked palettes. But the basics were, you know, the Naked Basics are smaller and cheaper. And, like, I like that idea if you didn't want to buy a full Naked palette. Now, this Basics is just another Naked palette. And I don't know. It's just, I have a video on it, on my thoughts on it, and you can check that out because I'm not going to repeat everything. But it was disappointing, and it was bleh, you know. The quality of them, I'm not arguing over that because I can still use them, and if I need a boring shade or if I need that boring shade, that lethal's not bad. But if I need that boring shade or that boring shade, I'm not going to travel with this because yeah, didn't really like it. And then finally, this one breaks my heart to not like it. Because I use the hell out of it because of what it is. And I wanted to love it because of what it is. But it just... The Lorac Pro 3. The Mega Pro 3 was just in my favorites of 2016. Lorac came out with this. A couple of things why I didn't like. The color scheme, I guess... It's fine. Neutrals, Lorac is famous for neutrals. It is very boring as well. Like even the Pro 1, well the Pro 1 wasn't boring obviously. And the Pro 2, with that navy and that purple in there, I don't know, it just kind of worked as a cool palette. But this one is just blah, you know. But the quality changed. And I'm not the only one that noticed it. The quality of these shadows changed, in my opinion, from Lorac's normal shadows. The pigmentation is still there, but they didn't last as well on the eyes. They didn't translate as well from the paint to the eyes. They, and again, it is pretty boring. I can't lie, it is pretty boring. This half of the palette is not bad. right here. It's not bad, but it's you know, and I got it because I love Lorac, and I'm like, okay, the Pro 3, I know the quality is going to be bomb. I know, you know, it's familiar. And getting it, and I swatched them, and the swatches were, don't get me wrong, pretty on the hand, but they're boring. And they didn't translate well to the eyes. And I did use it, and I still use it because it's not the worst palette in the world. Like, if you just had this palette, and this was the first palette, I may be like, all right, first palette in a collection, I'm like, all right, it's decent, whatever. But because of the quality and because of what came before this palette, it's disappointing. It's like Lorac. But she did kind of save the day with the Mega Pro 3. So, yeah. That's it. Those are the things I really didn't like, or I didn't like enough. Some things in my collection, I'm just like, meh, I don't love it, I don't hate it. It does its job. But these are the products where it was definitely more I didn't like it than I liked it. It was more on that side. It wasn't a meh. It was no, I don't like it. I don't recommend it. Don't get it. That's the situation. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns about any other products mentioned in the video, feel free to leave it down below. I love you all, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.